Amid sexual assault allegations and investigations within Hockey Canada, sports teams here in Hamilton are gearing up to halt gender-based violence in the community. In coordination with a local women's shelter, they'll return to classrooms and locker rooms to make a difference. Jason Gaidola has more.
67% of Canadian adults cannot define consent. Is brutal,
In this public service announcement on gender-based violence, Hamilton sports teams are back front and center to tackle the issue.
We have been in a pandemic or epidemic with gender-based violence for years.
Sue Taylor with Hamilton's Interval House, a support shelter for women, says with help from the Tiger-Cats, Bulldogs, Forge FC and others, she's heading back to classrooms and locker rooms with Be More Than a Bystander, a training and mentoring program to identify and prevent gender-based violence involving young people.
For example, we will go out into dressing rooms of hockey teams with kids who are probably 11 and 12 years old, and we really start that initial conversation about what is healthy and unhealthy relationships.
Taylor's efforts return amid sexual assault allegations involving Hockey Canada and the organization's response to them, including its investigations and slush funds for settlements.
I think a locker room is a unique place, and it's not a bad place, but it's a place where young men are forming their personalities, their beliefs.
Head of community partnerships with the Tiger-Cats, Courtney Stephen, serves as a Be More Than a Bystander ambassador and says the ball club holds its training seminars. He says it takes leadership and role models to mitigate toxic environments.
If that person can represent standing up for people who aren't in a position to stand up for themselves, if that person can stand up for doing the right thing, then that goes a long way.
Taylor echoes the larger the group setting, the less likely someone will act.
Our job is to kind of dismantle that and say, don't push it off. If you walked by somebody who was drowning, you would do something.
Taylor says spectators can expect to see the public service announcements at all team home games. Jason Gaidola, CHCH News, Hamilton.